Hello everyone. Me and my co-presenter will talk about how can we reformulate a recommendation systems problem as a Bayesian optimization problem. In the previous session, we looked at Bayesian optimization and Gaussian processes. We looked at various kernels and acquisition functions. We even went through the demo. In this section, we are going to look into a few real-world examples of applying Bayesian optimization. It's hard to imagine in today's world if a consumer-facing website is not using AI. At LinkedIn, we have AI baked into several of our products. We'll look into a few specific products and explain how Bayesian optimization is applied in them. The agenda for this session is going to be we're going to talk about some of the real world examples, and then we're going to be talking about how we solve this problem. So, we are really going to dig into the algorithm details. Let's look at our first example, which is the LinkedIn feed. Uh, People go to LinkedIn feed to stay informed about their network. One of the goals of the LinkedIn feed is to enable members to build active professional community that advances their career. If you look at a member's feed, it can contain various heterogeneous contents. It can contain shares from the member's connections. It can contain recommendations by LinkedIn for jobs or for course recommendations. It can also contain sponsored updates for things like ads. And as you can see, it's a collection of different heterogeneous items put together in a single wrapped list. We'll talk about the metrics we are looking for to measure the effectiveness of our feed product. The first one is viral actions. Whenever a member likes something or shares something, it percolates through their network and gives an opportunity for their network to engage with the item. The second metric is job applies. When a member looks at their feed, there might be an item about job recommendations, and if a member applies on these item on the specific jobs, then we count it as a job applies metric. The third metric is engaged feed sessions, the sessions where the member is engaged with anything on the feed. We have a model for viral actions, which is P of VA. It's measuring the probability of a viral action for a member M and an item U. The second model that we have is PEFS, which is measuring the probability of an engaged feed session for a member M and an item U. And the third model is job applies, which is PGA for a member M and an item U. For every member M and item U, we can have the overall ranking function that can weigh these models together and emit a final score. As you can see over here, XEFS and XJA are the hyperparameters, and what they are really meant for is boosting the importance of the particular utility in the final scores. So when a member visits the feed, what's really happening at the back is there is a candidate generation step, which will, let's say, identify 1,000 items. And these 1,000 items will then be scored by applying these three models. And the the top items will be shown on the members feed. So a sample business strategy can be you want to maximize the viral actions with having constraints on EFS and job applies. As you can see, the metrics over here are functions of X, as by changing X will affect the ranking of the items on the feed. So if we set XEFS, XJA to 0, the rank list will be really based on viral actions. So whenever we update one of our models, we need to find the appropriate values of this hyperparameter X. And now we talk about how do we model this. Let's say Yij at k is a 0, 1 random variable where for an ith member and jth session, there is an action k where k can be a v viral action or an EFS or a job applies. So if we sum the viral actions for all the members I and sessions j that were exposed to a given configuration x, we can model this as a Gaussian random variable with a mean and a variance. The mean function can further be modeled as a Gaussian process, and we can model each metric as a separate Gaussian random variable. So you can imagine you have different fk for every k. We convert the original optimization problem where we are maximizing the viral actions with having constraints on EFS and job applies, and we transform it into maximizing the latent functions. Once we have this transformation, it is pretty easy to write it in something more generic, which is maximizing a single function f where x belongs to a particular domain of interest. Now, this is a very important step because now we can leverage a lot of literature from black box optimization to solve this problem. The next example that we're going to talk about is PYMK recommendation. LinkedIn's People You May Know feature has long been used by our members to form connections with their members and expand their networks. As member networks become more heterogeneous, the People You May Know tab, which is now called as My Network tab, has evolved to show people, hashtags, company, group, newsletter, and event recommendations. When members act on these recommendations, they are adding edges to the graph that constitutes their social graph network. They can connect to another member, that is creating a connection edge, follow a hashtag, follow a company or an influential creator, or a subscribe to a newsletter or a group or an event. As members have increasingly turned to LinkedIn not just to find people but also to build community and keep up to date on professional news, these edges can help members get access to relevant content and form active communities with which they can regularly engage. And on the right side of the page, what you see is an, various tiles of recommendation. Uh, at the bottom two tiles contain member recommendations, and the first tile basically contains uh, the events recommendation. So the main driver, uh, PMK is the main driver of network growth at LinkedIn. Besides network growth, we also care about engagement. We prefer to form edges where member can derive value through engagement. When a member A opens their My Network tab in the LinkedIn app, they will see their My tab filled with some recommendations. The goal of these recommendations is to achieve certain business metrics. Some of the business metrics that we care about is improving the invitation rate. Invitation rate is the fraction of impressions for which the member is sending invitations out of the total impressions that are delivered to them. The accept rate, the fraction of accepted invitations out of all the invitations sent from PYMK. And the member engagement metric, the fraction of invitations sent that help member in the engagement. For a given candidate item C and a member M, we want to score it using two models. The first model is P invite accept. P invite accept is a score predicting a combination of accept score and invite score. P engage is a score predicting members engagement score. We combine these two utilities using the multiplier alpha, which is the hyperparameter P want to tune. Note P engage is really P engage given accept. So we multiply it by P invite accept. We can model these three metrics as we can see as shown on this page. Uh, the invitation, accept, and engage are we are modeling them as latent functions f invite, f accept, and f engage respectively. And the optimization problem maximize invitations of x with having constraints on accept and engagement can further be written down as maximization of the latent function with constraints on the latent function, which can further be written down as maximize f of x where x comes from a particular domain. And this is very similar to the feed example, and now we really can apply Bayesian optimization on this problem. And as it as is the case for modeling the metrics, this is very similar to the feed example where we were talking about, where yijk is a 0 1 is a random variable, uh, is a 0 1 random variable for a member I during the jth session if the member does uh, an action k, uh, where k is basically coming from invite, accept, or engage. And now what we can really say is the summation of all the members I or over all the sessions j, yij of x, basically all the members who were served with this configuration particular x over all the sessions for those members. You can model that as a Gaussian random variable with an f with a mean function f of x and and a noise sigma square. And now you can further write down f of x as a Gaussian process. The third example that we're going to look at is the LinkedIn ads product. So LinkedIn feed is really a mixture of organic updates and sponsored updates. As you can see over here, the organic updates is really, member liking something, sharing something, or commenting on some content. And the sponsored updates is what brings revenue to LinkedIn. And organic content is when someone in my network likes, shares, or comments, and as you can see on the feed. And similarly, we can show ad content. We can think of these two as really two different kinds of currencies. On one hand, we have likes, shares, comments, and on the other hand, we have revenue. Members visit the platform to stay informed, engage, or share on the platform, and ads brings in revenue. What we really want to do is balance these two in the right way. Showing too many ads will be a bad user experience, and showing less ads and only organic content would mean a drop in the revenue for LinkedIn. So you can think of it as a revenue engagement trade off, where on x axis we show engagement, and on the y axis we show revenue. As you can see, if the revenue grows up, the engagement goes down, which means you're only surfacing ads to the members, and ads will have very low engagement. Similarly, as the engagement boosts, the revenue will go down. And what you really want to do is improve on the quality of frontier, because we know that member attention is limited. Let's look at the how the blending of these two content is done on the LinkedIn feed. On the left hand side, you have organic content, and the organic content gets ranked. Similarly, there is an ads content which gets ranked, and they are getting scored by their respective models. And then finally, you're combining the two ranked lists and sort of showing it to the members. So when you can think of, like, when you update the ads model, the score distribution of the ads would change, and which can affect the ranking of the final feed for the member. So the way you can formulate the ads problem, or what the problem for ads use case is, if someone has two models, M1 and M2, what we really want to do is we want to make sure that they have the same number of impressions. And the way this is done is through an LCF multiplier. LCF multiplier is nothing but basically the output of the probability model, the output of the model, which is a probability for an ad. You multiply it by LCF, and that basically means if LCF goes up, the final score of ads content also goes up, which will lead to more impressions. And we really want to minimize the gap of SU impressions by which is a function of LCF minus SU impressions of the control model. With this, we have looked at three recommendation system problems and seen how Bayesian optimization can be leveraged. In the next section, Yanbo will talk about the algorithm details. Thank you.